The hour cometh when ye shall either in this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem, worship the Father. The hour cometh, and now is when the true worshipper shall worship the Father, in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Neither in this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem. Unity of Chicago South, online, New Thoughts Spiritual Community, streaming live from Chicago. Offering worship, in spirit and truth, beyond walls.
In this constantly changing world, life and personal values can seem more than a little unstable. Just when you think you have it all figured out, then everything changes. Sometimes life can seem overwhelming. Well, the good news is you can change your life. You have within you the power to learn how to flow with the changes and smooth out the bumps of life. You can experience the joy, peace, health, and abundance you deserve. You were created to be happy and productive. That urge to grow and express yourself was put there for a reason. Learn the spiritual principles that can help you not just to survive, but thrive in this changing world. At Unity, we'd like to help you do just that.
Imagine a spiritual path that honors the universal truths in all religions, that sees we are all one. Imagine a movement that respects each person's right to choose their spiritual path. Imagine a spiritual movement that empowers and unites rather than divides. This is Unity. For more than a century, Unity has offered a positive, practical, and progressive approach to understanding and applying the teachings of Jesus and other spiritual masters.
Welcome to the Unity of Chicago South Beyond Walls Spiritual Community Sunday Celebration live stream. We are simultaneously live streaming on various platforms. Previous celebrations are available on YouTube at Unity OCS. Thank you for bringing your consciousness to this space.
Welcome to today's reading. We look forward to researching and bringing you readings from various past and current Unity materials and other spiritual sources. We hope that you will find upliftment, as well as practical application that will enhance your life experience in a positive way. Thank you for your presence.
From the Unity booklet, Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. A Forgiveness Prayer Process, Reverend Lula Logan. I struggled with forgiveness. It seems to me that many people were able to fly through a forgiveness technique or practice and be done with it. Not me. I agonized for years over 3 or 4 people whom I was unable to forgive. I brought audio CDs teaching forgiveness, brought books on forgiveness, and even went to therapy, hoping to find the way to forgive. All that accomplished was to add another person to my resentment list, the therapist. I went to see a minister friend for guidance as I was working through mother issues. He had me write a letter and bring an item from home that once belonged to my mom. We worked together for months, burning the letter and agreeing to dump the particular item into a giant trash receptacle. Standing in the holy reverence, him not me, in front of the dumpster. I apparently did not follow directions because I just chucked my mom's item into the bin willy-nilly. He stared at me open-mouthed, shocked at my cavalier attitude. As I write this today, it is clear to me, as it was to my friend at the time, that I was simply not ready to forgive. Perhaps part of the obstacle was my belief that I was expected to condone unacceptable behavior. Of course, I now know this is not the case. Forgiveness is never about accepting abuse. It is not about what was done to me. It is solely about my reaction to it. The people I held in my resentment box were unaware of the black cloud that hovered over them, placed there by me. Nor did they care. I learned over a long period of time that the black cloud didn't actually hang over them. It hung over me. The heavy chains of of resentment attached to my ankles and weighing me down were doing nothing to hinder the other's enjoyment of life. And attempting to sweep these resentments under the rug only created a mountain for me to trip over again and again. No one was suffering from my lack of forgiveness. No one except me. I needed to forgive so I could dance happily through a field of wildflowers. But how? Gradually over time, I was taught a method that worked. If I blessed these individuals when bitter thoughts entered my head, if I prayed for them in the same way I would pray for a dear friend. In fact, if I pray for their perfect health, great success, abundant prosperity, and fantastic relationships, just as I prayed those things for myself, then very quickly, I would no longer hold anything against them. They were released from the prison of my mind, and most importantly, I was released from my self-erected. When? Chi salper in chi salsanai shiustarchi. Teens were broken. The heavy backpack of despair was lifted. I was free. As I became more proficient in this forgiveness process, I learned that forgiveness was not necessarily a one-and-done activity, but I became softer around my very rough edges. I found myself gentling toward those who had previously hurt me for ages. I also discovered that forgiveness needed to be offered to myself. After all, I was the one suffering. Words are a point of balance between the unseen forces of mind and their visible manifestation. Ernest C. Wilson, The Song. The Sunlight Way. Forgiveness is a powerful tool to move us forward in our awareness of God, because lack of forgiveness is a barrier to love and peace that's inherently ours by divine right.
To keep up with Unity of Chicago South activities, like reading material for the monthly virtual book club live chat, upcoming classes, and Sunday celebration speakers, join our text alert program. Text the word CONNECT to 564-234-2890. Text CONNECT to 564-234-2890 to start receiving text alerts from Unity of Chicago South. Text STOP to stop.
Visual and audio consciousness lifting materials are available for free download. Our goal is to provide materials that may support your continuing spiritual unfoldment. Feel free to visit the Meta Media page at unityocs.org, which is accessible 24/7.
Welcome to November. November is the month of elimination. Elimination is the idea in divine mind of letting go of the old to make room for the new. I now let go of all that is old and no longer serves me well. I now let go of all that is old and no longer serves me well. And with that space, I allow God to make all things new in my life. Now is not then. I now move consciously into the right here and the right now of my life, where all the good that God is available for me to experience. I let go of the boundaries. I let go of the biases that I have surrounded myself with so that I feel safe and open to the newness of resting in God, the good, the very good, the eternal. Right here and right now, I declare that I am new, that the old me is gone, that I have put on the new man, the new woman, to experience life in a much better manner. So right here, I take a moment to say thank you to the creative force in me for allowing me and giving me the power to make this happen. As I let go, I feel light. As I let go, I feel easy. As I let go the burdens of life, leave my experience. As I make room for the new, as I allow the new into my experience, God fills me with experiences. God fills me with activity that bring forth wisdom, love, knowledge, and comfort into my life. Thank you, Father, Mother, God, for the power of elimination.
I cast all my cares on you, God. I cast all my cares on you, and lay all my burdens in your presence. I cast all my cares on you, oh God. I cast all my cares on you, God. I cast all my cares on you, and even when I'm not sure what I should do, I cast all my cares on you, oh God.
Would you like our community to pray with you? Each first Sunday of the month, after our guided meditation celebration, an open prayer time is held. To be included, text prayer time to 564-234-2890. That's all one word, prayer time, to 564-234-2890. Always remain receptive to the presence of divine blessings.
To keep up with Unity of Chicago South activities, like reading material for the monthly virtual book club live chat, upcoming classes, and Sunday celebration speakers, join our text alert program. Text the word CONNECT to 564-234-2890. Text CONNECT to 564-234-2890 to start receiving text alerts from Unity of Chicago South. Text STOP to stop.
This is where we pause and ask for your support as it is important to our growth. Please use the information found to my right, or go to unityocs.org/support to provide your financial support. As a major part of the growth of this online spiritual community, we ask that you take this moment to share, follow, repost, and of course financially support our work. Your action helps in our mission to provide universal teachings beyond a traditional walled space. You are instrumental in helping this community as well as those that can benefit from the teachings. We thank you in advance for your support of Unity of Chicago South, the #1 online New Thought spiritual community, streaming live from Chicago. $, Unity Chicago South. For those using Cash App. Find us at Unity of Chicago South online at givealifi.com and 1448 East 52nd Street, number 132, Chicago, Illinois 60615. To support by check.
Welcome to Unity of Chicago South, Beyond Wall Spiritual Community, to our first Sunday of the month guided meditation. I'm Reverend Arkin, and I want to thank Reverend Bobby for his introduction to this month's spiritual principle, renunciation or elimination. We continue highlighting one of the spiritual powers from the Unity teachings each month. Among the 12 powers that Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore included as part of the teachings, to me, the one that requires intensive spiritual as well as physical action with a expectation of measurable results is renunciation or elimination. As today's reading from Reverend Lulu points out regarding the forgiveness process, when truly undertaking letting go, whatever is gone, or at a minimum, our attitude about it undergoes a transformative process. Science tells us that two things cannot occupy the same place at the same time. Our teachers tell us that thoughts are things. So, for example, scientifically, thoughts of hate and thoughts of love cannot occupy our consciousness or mental space at the same time. As Reverend Bobby's affirmation of truth explained, the past and the present cannot receive the same attention from our living experience at the same time. Before we begin today's guided meditation, I want to share a few things with you. Our virtual book club live chat will be November, Sunday, November 17th. The reading is very brief. It is titled The Power of Gratitude. And then there are a few suggested points of discussion. And that is available now free from our website. Download the PDF at https://unityocs.org. That's unityocs.org. I really encourage you to add your consciousness to the live chat. It's important that we hear from you. Wow, we now have some dates for our 2025 spiritual kickoff, which will feature 2 uplifting events to get you, the new you, jump-started for the year. The morning event is an affirmative prayer workshop, followed by our annual virtual burning bowl evening ceremony. Now, you can expect more information in the coming weeks with full details to be announced later this month. And just as exciting is the anticipation of our first online class to be held for some time. I will only tell you that it is scheduled for January, and the material that we're going to study is from Emmett Fox. And also a reminder, after today's meditation, there will be a brief open prayer time. We know that a change of mind affects a corresponding change in our life experience. That is part of our purpose of sharing these teachings that we present. Also, we believe that raising in consciousness involves a form of accepting in our case that there's an infinite source available to everyone. It is there for each who seek it, no matter their race, gender, or religion. Believe what you may, but you should know that the source of the universe is also the source of each of us. Therefore, the principle supporting the stars is the principle supporting and available to each of us. As I declare this statement in the first person, I do declare it for all. I am open and receptive to this divine living principle. Father, Mother God, I am grateful. This is my declaration. This is my truth. And as I accept it, so it becomes. And all is well, and well indeed. Today's guided meditation includes 2 periods of silence, silent contemplation or reflection if you choose. And that's to help us embrace our experience. Know that as I speak in the first person, I speak for all. Now, right now, let's prepare ourselves Take a moment and get settled in a comfortable position. Try sitting tall, extending your spine, letting your shoulders ease into relaxation, and gently resting your head and neck. Now take a deep breath, inviting a sense of relaxation and openness to fill your entire being. Release. Continuing with a calming intention, breathe in slowly through your nose, hold, and now a full release through your mouth. Again, breathe in, guiding this breath down your neck into your throat, gently, gently, and let it rest in your heart. Hold it. Now release. Allow the wave of calm and relaxation to move around you and through you. With each breath in, allow any remaining tension to just dissolve. Let each exhale release any thoughts, feelings, or experiences of the past. One more time. Breathe in. Hold it. Release the past. Release everything that's not this moment, this time. In this moment, at this time, embrace a deep willingness to let go. Release yourself into this state of freedom. Allow your inner energy to open, expanding into the idea of freedom. Feel this freedom flow through you, around you, filling your space with peace. In this moment, there is complete peace. Grounded in the oneness you now recognize and embrace. Now, in this sacred space you have created, rest. Breathe in. Hold it. Now release. Now feel the union of the coming together of the inner calm that has generated from your innerness into the space, the outer energies. Your calmness is infusing the space around you, the energies around you. And as this is occurring, any sense of separation continues to softly dissolve as you move more and more into the awareness of oneness. If any thoughts arise, just simply allow them to pass through without attaching anything to them. In this sacred space, release all needs, all perceived importances. Here, there is peace without preoccupation, surrender without the need of permission. You are now in the reality of oneness, resting in the core of divine peace. Feel it. In this place at this time, there is nothing to fix, no past to hold, only the present to experience. Sense the truth that you are, that we are unique expressions of divine oneness. Unique expressions of divine oneness. Let this truth fill the space around you, through you. Allow the peace within this truth of oneness to flow from the depths of your being, to expand and embrace you fully. Breathe in wholeness. Relax. Exhale separation. Now rest in your wholeness. As you deepen into this state of divine surrender, the idea of separation, the idea of feeling separated, is gone. And you feel a liberation from within, knowing that you are in the oneness and have always been in the oneness. And in this moment, at this time, you know you are freeing yourself. In this oneness, you are freeing yourself from any chains of the past because the oneness is in the nowness. Release yourself fully into the nowness. Yield to the quiet guidance of your soul. Feel it. Hear it. Welcome the peace, the joy, the reality of releasing yourself into the oneness, the nowness. Know that here and now there's only divine oneness, and that oneness is complete and whole. Relax yourself and surrender into the quiet truth of that oneness. In this sacred awareness of oneness, let the truth touch every cell, every thought, every part of your being. I am one with the nowness. I am one with the one. And in that consciousness, embrace your wholeness, your divine uniqueness, and open to the all-encompassing now presence of divine goodness. Rest in that divine goodness, present right now. And now in the calmness that you have created, begin to bring your awareness back to the environment that you have created a space of peace in. Bring with you the sense of renewal and peace of the consciousness of now, the consciousness of oneness that you not only embrace, but is embracing you. Open your eyes if they've been closed. Emerge from this meditation with a deeper sense of presence, open to the truth of who you are. Now together, let's breathe in, hold, and release. As we return to our day, to our moment, to our life, to our night, in the quiet confidence that we have created, confidence in knowing that we are one in divine uniqueness. Thank you so much for sharing your consciousness with us at this time. We will now have our brief prayer time, and let me remind you that it is a time intended to offer opportunity for joining in consciousness, for requests, and to express gratitude. Dear Mother, Father, Presence, in the midst of all that is, in the midst of all that has been done, in the midst of all that is to come, we thank you. We thank you for the quiet corners of truth that are found in each day, in each moment, in each experience. We thank you for the opportunity to discover and live those quiet corners of truth, to release them in our lives. We thank you for the freedom to choose good, to choose positive, to choose the divine presence of oneness. For wherever we have come from, for wherever we are, we know that the greatness found in divine presence is available to us right now. So as we lay down any thoughts of what has been, as we lay down any feelings of what might be, as we lay down all that is not in this moment, because in this moment, we open ourselves to the full recognition of the divine presence of Mother, Father, God. Thank you for all that has been answered and all answers that are to come. Thank you. Thank you for the insight of knowing that we are in a unique relationship of oneness. And the peace that we seek, the joy that we seek, is already present in our life, in our being, in our wholeness. So with that, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. And we declare that so it is, and that makes it so in our life. Well, I'm Reverend R. Ken, and on behalf of the Unity of Chicago Spiritual Community, we bid you, each of you, at this moment, at this time, namaste, until next time.